Welcome to History Chronicles, where today we journey back to the blood-soaked fields of October 21st, 1600, to witness a battle that would change the fate of Japan forever, the Battle of Sekigahara. This wasn't just a clash of samurai, it was a war for the soul of a nation. In a single day, over 160,000 warriors collided in a thunderous struggle for supremacy, loyalty, and legacy. Out of the chaos, one man would rise, Tokugawa Ieyasu, ushering in a new era of peace and control under the Tokugawa Shogunate, which would rule Japan for the next 2.5 centuries. But how did Japan descend into civil war? What rivalries, betrayals, and ambitions led to this monumental showdown? Let's unravel the chain of events that sparked the greatest samurai battle in history. In the years leading up to Sekigahara, Japan was embroiled in a tumultuous period known as the Sengoku, or Warring States era. Feudal lords, known as daimyos, vied for power, leading to a fragmented nation rife with conflict. At the center of this chaos was Tokugawa Ieyasu, a cunning strategist who sought to unify Japan under his rule. The stakes were incredibly high, as the outcome of this battle would determine not only the fate of Ieyasu, but also the future of the entire nation. As we explore the drama of the conflict, you'll discover the intricate strategies employed by both sides, the alliances forged and broken, and the personal rivalries that fueled the fire of war. The Battle of Sekigahara was not merely a clash of swords, it was a battle of wits, ambition, and destiny. Join us as we unravel the events of that fateful day and examine how the strategies and outcomes of the battle shaped Japan's future, setting the stage for a period of peace and stability that would follow. Get ready for an engaging journey through history. To truly understand the significance of the Battle of Sekigahara, we must first explore the turbulent political landscape of Japan in the late 16th century. This was a time marked by intense power struggles among various clans, each vying for dominance in a fractured nation. The Sengoku Period, or Warring States era, saw feudal lords, known as daimyos, engaging in relentless battles for territory and influence, while the samurai class played a crucial role as warriors and retainers, often switching allegiances based on the tides of war. At the heart of this conflict were two key figures, Tokugawa Ieyasu and Ishida Mitsunari. Ieyasu, a master strategist and the leader of the Tokugawa clan, had been steadily consolidating power after the death of the formidable warlord Oda Nobunaga. His vision was clear: to unify Japan under a stable and centralized government. On the other side stood Ishida Mitsunari, a loyalist to the Toyotomi clan, who sought to preserve the legacy of Nobunaga and his successor, Toyotomi Hideyoshi. The clash between these two leaders was not just a personal rivalry, it represented the broader struggle between two opposing visions for Japan's future. The Battle of Sekigahara was not merely another conflict in a long line of wars, it was a decisive moment that would shape the course of Japanese history. The outcome would determine the fate of the nation, leading to the establishment of the Tokugawa Shogunate, which would usher in an era of peace and stability known as the Edo period. Understanding this context enriches our appreciation of the battle's monumental significance. As tensions escalated in the lead-up to the Battle of Sekigahara, a complex web of alliances and rivalries began to take shape. The political landscape was fraught with shifting loyalties, as various daimyos aligned themselves with either Tokugawa Ieyasu or Ishida Mitsunari. Ieyasu, having gained significant power and influence, sought to consolidate his position by forming strategic alliances with key clans, including the powerful Uesugi and the Date. Meanwhile, Mitsunari rallied supporters from the Toyotomi loyalists, determined to uphold the legacy of Toyotomi Hideyoshi and resist Ieyasu's ambitions. The geography of the region played a crucial role in the unfolding drama. Sekigahara, located in central Japan, was a strategic crossroads that provided access to vital trade routes and military supply lines. As both sides mobilized their forces, troop movements became increasingly critical. Ieyasu's army, numbering around 80,000, was well prepared and strategically positioned, while Mitsunari's forces, estimated at about 120,000, were spread across various locations, making coordination challenging. Motivations for both leaders were deeply rooted in their ambitions and legacies. Ieyasu aimed to establish a lasting peace and unify Japan under his rule, believing that a strong central government was essential for stability. In contrast, Mitsunari was driven by loyalty to the Toyotomi clan and a desire to protect the existing order from Ieyasu's growing power. As the two sides prepared for confrontation, the stage was set for a battle that would not only determine their fates but also reshape the future of Japan itself. The tension was palpable, and the outcome would echo through history. On the morning of October 21st, 1600, the air was thick with tension as the armies of Tokugawa Ieyasu and Ishida Mitsunari faced off at Sekigahara. The battle began with a flurry of activity as both sides prepared for the inevitable clash. Ieyasu, confident in his strategic positioning, had his troops arranged in a formation designed to maximize their strengths. Meanwhile, Mitsunari, despite having a larger force, struggled with coordination among his diverse allies. As the battle commenced, the first major engagement occurred when Ieyasu's forces launched a surprise attack on Mitsunari's left flank. This initial assault caught many of Mitsunari's troops off guard, creating chaos in their ranks. However, the tide began to shift when Mitsunari's forces regrouped and counterattacked, pushing back against Ieyasu's advance. Key moments emerged as individual samurai leaders displayed remarkable bravery, rallying their men and turning the tide in localized skirmishes. One of the most significant turning points came when Ieyasu's forces executed a strategic maneuver known as the flanking attack. By sending a contingent of troops around the enemy's rear, they disrupted Mitsunari's supply lines and communication. This tactic proved devastating, as it sowed confusion among Mitsunari's ranks, leading to a breakdown in morale. As the battle raged on, the defection of several key allies from Mitsunari's side further tilted the scales in favor of Ieyasu. By the end of the day, the once unified coalition of Toyotomi loyalists had crumbled, and Ieyasu emerged victorious. The Battle of Sekigahara was not just a clash of swords, it was a masterclass in strategy and tactics that would forever alter the course of Japanese history. The Battle of Sekigahara marked a watershed moment in Japanese history, leading to the establishment of the Tokugawa Shogunate, which would govern Japan for over 250 years. In the immediate aftermath of the battle, Tokugawa Ieyasu solidified his power, effectively ending the Sengoku period of constant warfare. With his victory, Ieyasu was appointed shogun in 1603, ushering in a new era characterized by relative peace and stability, known as the Edo period. The impact of the Tokugawa Shogunate on Japanese society was profound. Ieyasu implemented a centralized feudal system that emphasized loyalty and order, drastically altering the governance structure. The daimyos were required to maintain their own armies, but were also compelled to spend every other year in Edo, the shogunate's capital, effectively limiting their power and influence. This system not only curtailed the potential for rebellion, but also fostered a sense of unity among the various clans. Militarily, the battle led to significant changes in Japan's military structure. The samurai class, once engaged in constant warfare, transitioned into a bureaucratic and administrative role, focusing on governance rather than combat. This shift allowed for the flourishing of culture, arts, and commerce during the Edo period, as society enjoyed a long-lasting peace. The consequences of the Battle of Sekigahara extended far beyond its immediate aftermath. The Tokugawa Shogunate laid the groundwork for Japan's future, shaping its political, social, and economic landscape for centuries. The stability established during this era would influence Japan's interactions with the outside world, setting the stage for both isolation and eventual modernization in the 19th century. The echoes of Sekigahara resonate through history, reminding us of the battle's lasting significance. The aftermath of the Battle of Sekigahara and the rise of the Tokugawa Shogunate marked a significant turning point for the samurai class in Japan. Once fierce warriors engaged in constant battles, the samurai evolved into a more bureaucratic and administrative role under the new regime. With the establishment of peace during the Edo period, the samurai shifted their focus from warfare to governance, education, and cultural pursuits. This transformation allowed them to cultivate a rich cultural heritage, emphasizing arts such as calligraphy, tea ceremonies, and poetry. As the samurai's role changed, so too did their image in Japanese society. The romanticization of the samurai began to take root, portraying them as noble warriors, bound by a strict code of honor known as Bushido. This idealized vision emphasized loyalty, bravery, and self-discipline, which resonated deeply within Japanese culture. Literature, theater, and art began to celebrate the samurai's virtues, creating a lasting legacy that would influence generations to come. Even in modern Japan, the values associated with the samurai continue to hold significant sway. Concepts such as loyalty, honor, and perseverance are deeply ingrained in Japanese society and are often reflected in contemporary business practices and interpersonal relationships. The samurai spirit is also evident in various aspects of modern culture, from martial arts to popular media, where samurai figures are often depicted as symbols of strength and integrity. In essence, the legacy of the samurai transcends the historical context of their time. Their evolution from warriors to cultural icons has left an indelible mark on Japan, shaping its identity and values in ways that continue to resonate today. The samurai's enduring influence serves as a testament to their complex and multifaceted role in Japanese history. As we wrap up our exploration of the Battle of Sekigahara, it's essential to recap the significance of this monumental event in Japanese history. Fought on October 21st, 1600, the battle was not just a clash of armies, it was a decisive turning point that led to the establishment of the Tokugawa Shogunate. This new regime brought about a long period of peace and stability, fundamentally transforming Japan's political landscape and society. The outcomes of this battle shaped the future of the nation, influencing governance, military structure, and even cultural identity for centuries to come. Understanding the Battle of Sekigahara is crucial for grasping the complexities of Japan's historical narrative. It highlights the intricate power dynamics of the time and the evolution of the samurai class, whose legacy continues to resonate in modern Japanese culture. By delving into this pivotal moment, we gain valuable insights into the values and traditions that have shaped Japan's identity. If you found this video informative and engaging, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel for more historical content. Your support helps us continue to explore fascinating topics and share them with a wider audience. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends who might also be interested in history. Together, we can keep the conversation going and deepen our understanding of the past. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.